Today we have another Spider-Man versus Green Lantern. Today we have Iron Man versus Superboy. The very first fight I have with Iron Man. Now, the reason I'm doing this fight is that in the Amalgam universe, you had Spider-Man was combined with Superboy to create Spider-Boy. Iron Man and Green Lantern were combined to create Iron Lantern, so I decided, you know what? Spider-Man versus Green Lantern. Let's do Superboy versus Iron Man. Let's start. Who's physically superior? Well, I have to give the edge to Superboy. The only advantage in terms of who's physically superior that Iron Man would have is just durability. His armors, and we're going to be using a regular armor. And we use like Hulkbuster, Doorbuster, Endosim. Other armors are way too much. Way too much. Let's do maybe, I guess, Extremis for them now. And because of that, I feel like Superboy will have a much better edge. Any other armor, not even close. Let's not get started. Some of the early Iron Man armors were not tough enough to go up against some of the newer Marvel characters, some of the Marvel characters like Black Panther. And I think Extremis works better. Superboy may be stronger and faster, but Tony is smarter than Superboy. This is something most people don't know about Superboy. He's actually not Kryptonian. Meaning, compare him to the other Supergirl or Superman. He's gonna have and Iron Man is not gonna have nearly as tough as say with those guys. Because they're more Kryptonians, means their powers are more natural. Superboy is not. So even then, now one thing I have to say, could Iron Man create kryptonite in a fight? No, obviously not. And he can't even go and look around for kryptonite. But that's going to give Iron Man his advantage. You see, Tony has more weapons. And even if they can't hurt Superboy or take him down, they're going to at least give him time. Not to mention, Tony is actually a better fighter than Superboy. Most people wonder who's a better fighter. In case you're wondering who's a better fighter, Superman or Iron Man, it has to be Iron Man. I know most people, but doesn't Superman at least have fights? Yeah, but he's not trained by Batman or even at least semi-trained by someone. Iron Man has been trained by Captain America at times. So, Superboy is not a better fighter, meaning Tony is smarter, and a better fighter, and is more durable, especially his armor. And his armor is going to give him some advantage. He has more range attacks. But who wins this fight? Well, I could definitely see. Now you could say, wouldn't Superboy's heat vision or freeze burn do anything? No, because if Iron Man didn't have villains, yes, it would definitely work. But Iron Man has fought villains like the Melter, Blizzard, or Firebrand. 3 villains. Well, I think Melter and Firebrand are basically fire. Blizzard is basically cold, and I think he's fought them in the Extremist armor a few times. So already, Tony kind of has an advantage there. Overall, I just say Iron Man is way too much for Superboy, and he's going to be taking the victory. But what do y'all think? Well, I would love to hear your thoughts. So sign up in the comments down below. And as always, I'll see y'all next time.